welcome to this unique and picturesque land of sand, oil, and culture. I'm Joe Corley, your host for the JKA Karate World Championship. This is my friend Harold. You know, Dubai is well off the beaten track of karate, has been for years, but this event will certainly go down as one of the great karate tournaments in history. Speaking of the best in the world, we're at the Jebel Ali Hotel, a five-star resort featured prominently in the Great Hotels of the World Guide. Another greatest in the world, my friend Vic Charles, former world heavyweight karate-do champion, and his dromedary friend here, Charles. Vic, the Dubai government has brought in the greatest Shotokan fighters from the world over. What can we expect?
Well, we're going to expect some action, fantastic kicking and punching here. They've been training for 6 months for this event, and I think we're going to have a very, very good show here.
Vic, the point karate competition is going to be very dynamic, a lot of speed, a lot of power, but we also have kata competition. Who are you picking in the kata?
Well, I favour Japan, really, because I think they've been working quite hard for it, and also, traditionally, they've always won that particular category.
We've got some great karate action to come, but let's enjoy a few moments of the opening ceremonies. More than 40 countries here, Vic. There's your favorite, England.
Yeah, they've been working quite hard for this now.
Japan, of course, is going to be the country to beat, according to most of these guys, because they train in Japanese karate so long. The beleaguered nation of Kuwait and one of its staunch supporters, the United States. This team came in late today, and I think they may have some trouble with the stamina. The United Arab Emirates have certainly been gracious hosts here in Dubai. The Arab Emirates, 7 Emirates that have band together. Here is Masao Kagawa, the reigning JKA World Karate Champion, with his players, allegiance, and oath. A lot of intensity in these fighters, Vic Charles, and this man's certainly proud of his champion.
Yeah, it must be a great honour for him there to swear the oath to open the championship.
These kids in Dubai show the intensity of kids all over the world. 45 million people in the world practicing the martial arts now. Here in Dubai, like everyone else, the future is guaranteed with the youth of this nation. Intensity, form, focus, power, discipline. These are the fundamental moves. Vic, here we see black belts, and as kids as black belts, what do you feel about the kid black belt?
I think it's a good thing. I think it's the first time they should really get started into karate. Most people tend to think, how could a kid of 14 or 15 have a black belt? They're not mature enough to have it. But what they must remember, eventually, they retake that grade at a certain age. So I think it's a good discipline for them.
Here we see the Sheikh Hasher Al Maktoum looking on proudly as his children of Dubai dance 4 dances for us here. They did the dance of welcome, the dance of the Arab Emirates, the dance of Dubai, and the dance of peace, which is certainly quite appropriate, Vic, in these troubled times.
Yeah, especially now. But as you can see, they're actually doing this dance and telling the story as we go along. You can see they're really getting interested in it, and also they've got their dress, the national dress there.
All these young kids have just been great all week practicing for this. The hospitality here in Dubai has really been spectacular. All the teams from around the world have been super impressed with the way the Dubai government, the Dubai duty-free, has treated all of us.
It's interesting, Dubai's got a very good reputation on putting world events on, especially sporting events.
Dubai is a free country from the point of view that the Arab dress is not imposed on its countrymen. The opening ceremony represented quite appropriately the heartwarming hospitality of Dubai. And now we follow 7th Dan black belt Mr. Abi Kaigo of Japan as he demonstrates the practical use of karate against multiple attackers. You'll see a number of basic self-defense moves here by Mr. Abe. You'll also see much of the tradition that pervades karate in Japan.
first, what he's doing, he's demonstrating the slow technique, which the second attack should be quite quickly. So he's giving the public a chance to see how the technique will be formed.
So the attacker throws a punch, and Mr. Abe, very quick reaction.
And also notice the concentration here, what we spoke about before, that his eyes doesn't leave the person. He's concentrating on that person all the time, not looking at the body, but looking at the eye level all the time.
It's often said in karate that the eyes are the mirror of the soul. In that case, Mr. Abe avoided a number of attacks, and you see they finished the traditional way, the traditional Japanese way, as they move back into position.
Again, what we call the sezain, leaning down in the position. Again, defending himself against this attacker coming from the side. Because one could take it as if he's sitting down in a path, and the attack comes. That's a good takedown, actually.
Excellent takedown against the back of the leg.
Something people normally ask me, and they say, well, how come he's doing a demonstration, he's hit me down about 6-7 times, and he still gets up? I say, yes, it's a demonstration. Show the techniques.
And he is controlling the power, holding the power just short of impact.
The first strike we saw there was Haito with the side of the hand, which is open hand strike.
In the West, we call that a ridge hand, the back part of the knife hand. What's he using to block the front kick there, Vic?
He's using his back leg just to block the kick, just this instep of his foot.
And he countered with the
kakatogeri, which is a ball of the foot, the heel strike to the chest.
Very, very quick. 7th degree black belt. How many years do you suppose, Vic, that Mr. Abe has been in the martial arts?
Well, I think to be a 7th belt, you have to be in it for nearly 30, 40 years.
Now 3 people, 2 holding.
Brilliant combination. Again, this is appropriate that we're seeing this first, because when we see the kata the next time round, this gives an idea of the attackers coming at you at one time. They keep moving around because they've got this basic worked out. So different attackers are going to come from different angles now. That's good. He's chased after the attacker, decided that he didn't want to fight anymore, and he swept on the floor and strike.
The man over to our left, I think, decided he didn't want any of Mr. Abe.
No, he just saw his 2 friends get injured, and therefore he's running away.
I think he said to himself, discretion was the better part of valor in that situation. People of any age.
Very good. The first attack took out the attacker's back leg, just swept his leg away, so falls flat back. The interesting thing is he's always disarming his opponent very quickly.
Going after the weakness. Going after the opponent's weakness first.
And it's always interesting, the attacker's always coming first, and then the defender always has that chance. This is an opening being created for him. Very good.
After the takedown, he can separate his arm from the rest of his body.
And once again, still keep an eye on your opponent. A lot of techniques here, as you can see, and the timing is so important.
The spectacular choreography and power of 7th degree black belt, Mr. Abe Kaigo, has represented for us the kind of real-life attacks that our kata competitors will be simulating with ultimate intensity, timing, and focus. We start out with women's kata, and our first competitor that we'll see is M. Asano from Japan, one of the favorites in the competition, Vic.
Yeah, the judges here will be looking for perfect technique, clear technique, and also very strong movement here, and also balance.
Let's watch her focus, her power. You notice the intensity in her eyes, the way she strongly focuses and then begins to explode with her punches and kicks.
And it's interesting here because the judges will be looking at every movement that she's going to be making, especially her stance and strongly.
Remember, we're blocking and counterattacking against multiple imaginary opponents. This is where you bring that intensity level very, very high. And you do it without the benefit of having an opponent bringing it out in you. If you can bring that intensity level up when you're by yourself, there's a real good chance that you can do it, Vic, in a real-life self-defense situation.
Yeah, that's right. And also, you didn't realize how quiet it is at the stadium now. You're actually giving her that respect, you know, the etiquette there.
Very much of the tradition of the martial arts is found in the intensity of the kata. This is something that you practice by yourself. You can practice it in a group. Many people in America now are putting it to music, and it's called martial ballet.
And also here, the judges here are making sure that every movement should represent that particular movement.
She does a lot of variation in her speed, sometimes very fast, sometimes very slow. M. Asano.
And then she waits there to see what the points are.
The judges scored her altogether 38.4. Our next competitor, M. Dura from Spain. The Spanish competitors, Vic, have come a long way during this last decade.
Yeah, I think the European competitors, especially in kata, really catch up the Japanese now. And I think this is where the competition is going to come from.
Now understand all these forms that we're looking at here from the Japan Karate Association are from Japanese karate. It's not a mixture like we see in open competition. These are all very traditional forms. They're done without music.
That's right, and they're mainly Shotokan kata. And the Shotokan style really take this discipline very serious.
Each one of these moves, as I understand it, has got to be done with extreme precision. The position of the hand, notice the position of the feet. A short form, but a very powerful form, though.
Yes, I think so too. You can see some speed and quite heavily there.
37.7. M. Ko from Malaysia. I understand she's done quite well in competition before this. She seems to be pretty seasoned as a competitor.
Yeah, she's quite small as well. She's doing competition and world events for quite a while now. I think she's building up for this.
Again, with her, you see a lot of change in speed. Fast kicks, fast punches, then she'll turn and slow the blocks down. The rhythm, the timing, all have very important meanings as far as the judges are concerned. You notice there she's attacking with a fingertip attack like she might in self-defense.
It was interesting also about that. They use every type of strike and block you can think of here. Especially with the hand position. It's open strike with the hand, side of the hand, and look at the elbow as well.
For safety reasons, Vic, you wouldn't be using the open hands in sparring competition.
No, it's not. It's just too dangerous. It's not a technique that you can control very easily.
Safety is a very important part in the martial arts, one of the safest sports in the world.
They did a survey on this and worked out graphic on the faces.
We certainly feel safe around MCO of Malaysia, 38.0. That puts us right behind Asano. Our next competitor from Portugal, A. Rodrigues.
She's quite big for being a kata, really. Because normally you see katas, females, and they're quite small.
Got extremely good body power. You can see she's a strong girl, really powerful legs. Also a very powerful upper body. Many of the women competitors that we see, Vic, are more powerful in the legs.
Yeah, but also the smaller ones move much quicker on the floor. Although she's much stronger there.
The intensity of the women, very impressive. You see no less intensity in the women than you see in the men's competitors, regardless of size.
Concentration is very good as well.
A very important point in self-defense. When the bad guy approaches a woman, if he's paying any attention at all to the look in her eyes, he'll know right away that she's the wrong person to attack.
Very good movement there with it. Once you can lose the balance, I think she's very good there.
Very good form, 37.4. It doesn't put her in the finals, but the top two on this mat, Asano and Ko, join the other six, led by 3 Japanese for the finals. There are an infinite number of offensive, defensive, and counter-offensive moves in karate for self-defense. And for our newer sport karate fans, here are a half dozen or so of the most common techniques we'll be seeing in this Japan Karate Association World Championship. You've seen the power of the karate blows, the way the points are scored. For self-defense purposes, we have a special treat now with Master Yamaguchi to your right and Master Hasai to your left as they show the power of self-defense, JKA karate. A dynamic display of Japan Karate Association's self-defense by Master Yamaguchi and his assistant, Master Asai. We go now to the men's kumite competition, Scotland versus Spain. 5-man teams. Each man that wins the match gets 1 point for his team. Our first match to the left of your screen from Spain, and I should say from Scotland, Alan Campbell, his opponent, Mr. Ferrero. First technique, very quick there, Vic.
Yeah, it was a reverse punch to the stomach there.
Ferrero firing a left-hand punch. The judges give him what's called a half point, or wazari. Person needs 2 half points or 1 full point, known as an ippon, in order to win these matches. An ippon, Vic, represents a person's ability to incapacitate his opponent.
That's right. You can see here the Spanish fighter is really trying to work hard here.
A lot of footwork, a lot of feinting by the Spanish fighter.
Yeah, but the Scottish fighter has really got to put some pressure on him there to try and get his points back.
That left hand, explosive left hand from Ferrero, was it close enough there?
No, it's too short. The referee's indicating he hit his elbow at that time.
Half-point lead then by Ferrero. Spain is up by half a point. Remember, each win for the individual gives the team 1 point. The most out of 5 wins the team match.
At the moment, you've got the Scottish fighter trying to push him back, trying to see if there's an opening there for him to attack.
Ferrero, 21 years old. Campbell, 27 years old.
Oh, that looked a good punch, the reverse punch to the stomach again. Again, the referee indicates that the punch strike the elbow.
Campbell's a second-degree black belt.
Again, there it goes again. Again, same technique.
Same left-hand punch. Gets another half point. That gives him 1 full point. A win. You see that left punch going in there,
Yeah,
Rick?
it's a very good technique. The Scottish fighter just attacked without even caring what was going to happen.
Excellent timing. Spain now lead 1-0. Next match, Alan Nairn and Paco Perez representing Spain.
Yeah, I think there's a size difference there. There's disadvantage as well, looks to me.
Look at the hands down by Perez. Is that good strategy for a fighter?
Well, it depends on his style, really. I mean, if you feel comfortable doing that, well, you should do it. And bear in mind, when he's fighting someone quite short. Oh, that's not bad.
A lot of sweeping by Perez. Will he get extra credit for punching down on the man like that?
Yeah, I think he will. The referee now is calling up the judge to make their mind up if to award that point or not.
So he's getting input from the judges as to whether to call that a point?
That's right. And he's on his way.
So he's given him a half point. Perez now leads by half point.
This is the height difference. Again, I think the Scottish fighter attacked and he blocked the punch and he slapped him back.
And when the referee's arm goes up like that, it means the man has won the fight. That gives Perez the win. It's now 2-0 for Spain. And Graham Campbell on the left of your screen. Campbell for Scotland.
Looks like they just scored a back fist there against the Scottish fighter. It looked like, again, the referee's calling the judge to help him make his mind up. Again, he's indicated there the punch went past the Scottish fighter and he's given the point to the Spanish fighter.
If the Spanish fighter wins this match, it goes 3-0 from Spain. Does Scotland then have a chance at all?
No, they won't have a chance at all. So really, the Scottish fighter's got to really take care here.
See, a lot of sweeping attempts by the Spanish team. They must mingle some judo with their training.
or Aikido, one of the two.
Spanish fighter leading by half a point.
Oh, wonderful. Back fist again.
Back fist coming over the top, gets a half point for that. Ruiz wins that match. That makes it 3-0 for Spain. Scotland out of the running now as Wally comes in for Scotland. Question is, will Wally just dump out on this, or will he try to get the at least have good face, show face for Scotland?
Well, it looks like the Scottish fighter is a good kicker here, because he just put his leg up there, and the other fighter didn't react to it.
Half point in for the Scottish fighter.
Very messy, man. They're trying to work each other out, I think.
A lot of the in-close feinting. Very subtle feinting.
Feinting, dummy. Oh, roundhouse kick to the face.
That was a back leg roundhouse kick, went to the face.
He tried to block it. Spanish fighter tried to block it with his leading hand. But he looked away at the same time.
So that point went to the Spanish fighter. He wanted to the Scottish fighter, so the Scottish fighter now has 1 point.
Just as you're talking there, Joe, a beautiful point there, right to the face. You got half a point for it.
The heavyweight for Spain, Cabela. Now he's an international competitor, Vic, a fighter that you fought in years past.
Yeah, I've fought him several times, and he's a brilliant kicker. As you can see here, all the time looking to kick, and he's finding the space to do that as well.
There's a sportsmanship of karate that you don't see in a lot of sports. Kicks the man, knocks him down, helps him up. Cabela's up by half point at this point. Spain is leading by 3-1.
Good strike to the face again.
Explosive power from that left hand and phenomenal control. Another half point for Cabela. Cabela wins that match, and Spain wins the team competition. You see there a replay of the round kick, Vic, a double kick.
A double kick, and also it was a feint first to the side of the body, and then where he blocked it, and then he strikes.
And Spain takes the match 4-1 over Scotland. Next match up, United States faces the Republic of China. United States, remember, comes in here at 4 o'clock in the morning, the day of the competition. Ivan Bejarano on the left of your screen. His opponent, Chung Kao Yen from the Republic of China.
Straight in there, 2 punches, looked to me, went to the face, but American fighters to the reverse punch to the stomach.
Go back to your seat and don't interrupt the court.
Half point in for Yen, leading by half point. Did that appear to go to Yen then, or to Bejarano, Vic?
It went to the red guy. It went to the American guy.
Couldn't see the judge's call on that from my vantage point, but Vic Charles, the expert, says it went to the American fighter. He's up by half a point.
And it looks to me, again, the referee's pulling the judges.
So the American is leading now by half point. That's Ivan Bejarano. He's 24 years old. He's a first-degree black belt, and he's from Anaheim, California. Had about a 25-hour flight here, arrived at 4:30 this morning. He got another half point, Vic.
Yes, he got another half point there.
The United States is leading Republic of China here now, 1-0. Next fight from the United States, In Ray against Mr. Chen Cha Huang. Chen Cha Huang on the right of your screen, giving up quite a bit of size, Vic, to the Americans.
Yeah, so also this is where the pressure is now for the Americans to hold on to the point.
Huang closing the distance very, very quickly there, taking advantage of his smaller size and greater speed.
The referee indicated no points there. He's small, but and he strikes back at him. America makes a mistake. He actually trips over it, and then he just strikes him back at the head.
Fell off balance. You see the judge's flag there, given a full point to Huang. Now the score is 1-1. 1 point for Republic of China, 1 for the American. Michael O'Donnell versus Xu Chaojin from the Republic of China. Michael O'Donnell on your left.
Quite very big, actually, here. Again, I think they're both thinking about punches here. See who makes the first mistake is going to... Oh! It's nearly slipped. There's a very good sweep there.
Inside sweep. A lot of feeling out in this particular match.
Just see what he's doing there. I think they're getting ready to attack here. Too short, too short. The referee's indicating a strike here.
O'Donnell started to close, and Yin hit him on the way in. I should say Chu is his family name. H-S-U, pronounced Chu.
No.
O'Donnell tried to strike him while he's down. He didn't seem to get in position, Vic.
The referee said Yame. Stop the fight.
O'Donnell slapping himself for delaying too long.
Oh, good strike. Looked like it was a strike to the stomach.
O'Donnell went in with a sweep, but it didn't seem to take his leg out from under him. A good counter then by Chu.
The referee indicated that the punch went past. Again, they're still feeling each other out. Now we've got the punch went straight to his stomach there.
Quick right punched in by Chu. Referee indicating that Chu does get a half point, and that gives Chu the match. Score now 3 for the Republic of China, 1 for America. 3-1. I should say 2-1. Don't count the Americans out yet. All right, 2-1. Okay, for America, we have Dave Deere. Wayne Jin Su for the Republic of China.
Americans now really got to work hard, pushing all the time. Again, it's all down to the hand punches now.
Dave Deere could lose this entire match for the United States. He's not careful.
Very, very, very quick.
He's in from Columbus, Ohio, a 4th degree black belt. Half point then is given to Su.
American fighter's got to go for. He's got to go for to try and retrieve that point back.
A lot of pressure on Deere. He's got his hand open, Vic.
Punch is short there. He's trying to run away. It seems like the area's not big enough for him now. Enormous pressure on him now.
That round kick by Deere, very, very quick.
Yeah, but lucky he got away from him. The other guy, I think, took his head off.
Good power then by Deere. Deere very aggressive, moving through.
Oh, wonderful reverse punch again.
Quick release then by Su. Referee indicating that as the winning point. That puts America out of the running. 3 points for the Chinese, 1 for the American team. But Jose Santaella comes up for America versus Xu Feng Wang from the Republic of China.
Again, America's on the attack again.
Santiago with his back to it. Santiago fired a left punch, but it appeared, Vic, that Wong fired a right punch at the same time.
And it's the beautiful Chinese fighter. Like, all the Chinese fighters seem to be very fast with punch.
You very often think of the Chinese with respect to Kung Fu and Tai Chi, but here they are in the Japanese Shotokan stance, just firing the reverse punches with the best of them.
Referee stop that. No, he's warding it.
Warding a point to Wang there, half point.
Half point?
That gives Wang the victory. Republic of China winning 4-1. I'm here with the victorious team from the Republic of China, and I can't see their faces, but yeah, big smiles. I guess you guys are really happy about your first round win. Just an incredible blitz of the United States team.
Yes, we are very happy, but we think they are strong, but we are stronger than them.
Now, with you is Mr. Pan Shin Shin. He insists on being called Peter Pan. Mr. Pan, what was your strategy against the U.S. team?
Well, we have the good preparation before we come here. So I feel we have the confidence to win this game.
Now, I understand the U.S. team got here late. They might have been tired. If you thought the team was a little tired, would your strategy have been any different than it would have been if you thought that they would have been here a week?
Maybe, but I really don't understand. I don't know the real reason. But really, they are strong.
Mr. Lin, who's it look like you'll be facing in the next round?
I think the team of Mexico.
Team of Mexico. Now, I'll finish with Mr. Pan here. Mr. Pan, do you guys have your sights set on the gold medal here at the World Championship?
Well, I hope, but yes, I have confidence.
Who will be the toughest team to beat here?
Well, Japan, I think, will be the top team.
This Al Nasser Sports Complex is one of many modern buildings here in Dubai, but it's not so very long ago that this was a trading port, relying on old dhows bringing in gold and spices. But the best of the old has been kept while ushering in the most modern of the new. Joe Corley and Vic Charles were ringside here at the Al Nasser Sports Complex. Camilla and Mushala in women's kumite. Camilla from Japan, Mushala from Syria. Camilla on the left of your screen, Mushala on the right. Vic, the women are quite aggressive.
Yeah, they're very aggressive, especially the Japanese women here. You'll probably find that there's a lot of punching.
See, Camilla on the left, she's reputed to be very, very quick. Closes the distance very fast.
Yeah, I don't know, just getting... Oh! It's a good punch to the face there.
Right punch goes into the body by Camilla, and then the Syrian opponent comes back with a very powerful right hand into the face. You see it really affecting the eye of Camilla.
Yeah, and you just saw that the referee has given the Syrian a warning there for contact.
That's what they call second punching?
Yeah. Back again. They're both very stiff though. They're, that's better. They start moving around now.
Did Camilla get a point for that first technique that she threw?
No.
No point scored yet. Camilla from Japan.
She's going back on her. She's going forward on her when she attacks. Oh, wonderful.
An explosive front hand to the face. Vic, does that set up the back punch?
Yes, it did, but she punched the Syria girl punch afterwards.
Another punch to the face from Camilla. Camilla did get a half point for that one?
Yeah, that one.
Camilla leading by half point.
Again, the Japanese girl is pushing her back. She's still waiting to get... Good punch. Good punch, bro. Good punch, though.
It's interesting to see slow motion. It just happens so quickly. The uninitiated eye has trouble picking up the speed of these women's punches.
The point just went there. She looks very happy. She's not bothered.
She seems very lackadaisical about it. As the judges talk it over, Camilla started karate training when she was 8 years old. Now 16. She's got 8 years experience as a 16-year-old, and she wears it pretty well in the ring.
She could punch like that? So, the referee's made their mind up now to decide to give no points. They said the punch came to both at the same time.
So Camilla still leading by half a point. Remember, 1 point wins the match.
Still very good. Yeah, the double punch there.
Right punch into the body. Referee gives that point, and the match to Camilla from Japan. Camilla beats Mushala from Syria. I'm here with Kazumi Camilla, 16-year-old first-degree black belt. She's just won her match very convincingly over her Syrian opponent. She got hit twice in the eye. Kazumi, how did it feel when you got hit? What was going through your mind? You didn't show any pain.
試合やるとき、今夜ね、2回すごく当たったけど、それで当たってこれすごいいい試合出たから、その時当たった時どういう気持ちで頭の中に考えてやったんですか？
やっぱり日本代表っていうプレッシャーがあったもんで、やっぱり1回戦ぐらいはなんとか突破しようと。
She's participant from the Japan, so she have a pressure, you know, big pressure. So if she lose one round, so she feel really bad, you know. So and when then she got a pain, so she feel really bad feeling, you know, and she became a more high-spirited.
High-spirited indeed. Another high-spirited match coming up. Sarah Sato of Canada against W. Ying Yoon. Sato on the left of your screen. From Vancouver, British Columbia.
Canadians got a really good reputation for being a really hard fighters.
Half point to Yoon on that reverse punch. Sato having to come back now, down by half a point.
Oh, it's good Gary. Front leg snap kick. Looked good to me. But the referee's indicating it's too high.
Sato very aggressive. Very aggressive. Down by half a point, but coming back after it.
Good strike. Good strike Gary again. Good stomach.
Yoon indicating that the kick might have been low, but the referee gives a point, should say half point, to Sarah Sato. Remember, in the JKA, you get a half point if they don't feel the blow was a disabling blow. You get a full point if they feel that the blow would have completely disabled the opponent.
That's one apiece then, isn't it?
Half a point for each. You're exactly right. Half a point for Sato, half a point for Yoon.
Oh, wonderful kick.
That was a
Very, very, very strong.
front kick going into the body then. Referee does not call that one a point. You think that was a good one, Vic?
Definitely. I mean, move the body back. It was strong. She has no block. Double punch to the face.
Combination then by Sato. You saw her move in with punches followed by kicks and other punches. Those are what we call combinations. Sato takes the match, beating Yoon of Malaysia.